Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode on Things Podcast. Today, we'll be talking about respect. Respect is very important. According to definitions from dictionaries, it could mean anything. But traditionally, locally to people, individuals, it means a lot. So, you have to respect yourself, respect people's culture, respect people's traditions whenever you visit in another country. As you know, traveling to a new country traveling to new and exciting places is one of life's greatest joy. And it's important to remember that we are guests in other people's countries. Respecting their traditions, cultures, laws, and customs of the place we visit is crucial for a positive and fulfilling travel experience. So, this will be like in the case of certain individuals of late that we've seen, like the case of Brittany Griner. What happened to her? I don't really know, but I wasn't there. But as we all know from what we read, that she admitted of carrying something that is banned in this country of Russia, and she was arrested for that and charged and convicted. So what happens here is whenever you travel into another country, you have to first check what is allowed in that country. You have to respect their culture, their traditions, their rules and regulations, their laws. You don't have to be arrogant because it's accepted in your own country. Certain things is accepted in your own country does not mean it's accepted in another person's country. You have to learn how to respect. Brittany Griner is a test case that we'll be using today. And also Dinah Ekweme, a Nigerian YouTuber who currently lives in Saudi Arabia now with her family, is also an example. So Brittany Griner and Dinah Ekweme will be two contrasting examples that I'm going to use in this podcast today. In many cultures, showing respect to religious figures and places is an important part of daily life. Be sure to research and understand the customs of the places you'll be visiting before you leave. For example, in some Buddhist countries, it is customary to bow or make a small offering when visiting a temple or shrine. In other cultures, there may be specific customs and traditions related to entering homes and other buildings. For example, in Japan, it is customary to remove your shoes before entering a house or a temple. Taking the time to learn and follow these customs show respect for the people and their culture. In addition to cultural customs, it's also important to follow the laws of the country you're visiting. This includes traffic laws, which can vary widely from country to country. For example, in Rome, Italy, cars drive on the right side of the road, while in the United Kingdom, cars drive on the left side. Knowing and following the traffic laws of your destination can help keep you and others safe. Lastly, one of the best ways to show respect and appreciation for culture is to engage with locals. Smile, make eye contact, and try to speak a few words of their language. You will be surprised at how warmly you will be received, and how much you will learn about the culture. Remember, as travelers, we have the opportunity to be ambassadors of our own culture, and it's important to leave a positive impression. So I will put up a video of Diana Ekweme, and I would want us to watch that video and we make a contrast. But before I put on her video, like I was talking about Brittany Griner, what happened in her own case is very, very, I'll call it an act of disrespect. Maybe she knew, maybe she didn't know. But it's an act of disrespect to the laws of another country. If certain things are banned in another country, respect their law. Or you can meet with them to seek an exemption if it is medically prescribed. But don't just be arrogant about it because you're coming from somewhere and it's allowed in your own country does not mean it's allowed in another country. When I came to the United States, I had to try my best to learn about the laws and see how I can stay safe and keep others safe as well. I had to respect their laws. I had to respect their traditions, their customs. I have to respect that. And I have to also be in my own lane. I learned how to talk with the American accent, which everyone in America tried that. When I interact with some Latino Americans, I learned how to speak Spanish as well. Even though I can say a few words, that does not mean I'm fluent in their language, but I try to show them that I have interest in trying to learn and speak their language. Also, now, I wouldn't want to put up the video of Brittany Griner here. Okay? What happened to her is different. I wouldn't want to put up that. But I'm just trying to use that as a contrast example of what might happen when one disrespects the laws of another country. Now, looking at the video of Diana Ekweme, you could see here in the video that Diana Ekweme is tying, what I call it, a headscarf or hijab, because in Saudi Arabia you cannot keep your hair open. That means she's showing respect to the culture of Saudi Arabia, to the customs of Saudi Arabia, to the laws of Saudi Arabia. She is not disrespecting them, she's showing them respect, because for her to enjoy her stay in Saudi Arabia, she has to do one thing: respect their rules, regulations, customs, beliefs. Just respect it. Even if you do not believe in it, you do not agree with them, but just respect it for your time being there. When you live there to your own place, you can act as you have whatever way and behave whichever way you want to. So in the video, you could see why she was going to the stores to buy stuff for her daughter's birthday. You could see she had her scarves tied even when she went to the bank. Stuff like that. She's clearly showing respect to the culture of Saudi Arabia, to the laws of Saudi Arabia. She's clearly showing respect to them. So now, she will have to enjoy her stay. She will have to learn. If you could see clearly, she tried to learn how to speak a few words in Arabic, and so she can be able to interact with locals. The locals knows that yes, she is not an Arabic speaker. She's not from Saudi Arabia, but they see her effort in trying to speak. So it's that effort that she's making in trying to speak is what is important. It's not important that you. I mean, you might decide to
Oh,
speak,
oh,
you
oh,
might
okay,
decide not
okay,
to speak. You
okay,
can decide to
okay,
get an interpreter. But now we
okay.
have the help of Google
Shukran.
Translator, with translate that can help translate into so many languages. But aside of that, Google translators cannot be all accurate at times. So what she also does here is this. She clearly sat down, relaxed, and looked for ways to understand their system. She went to a bank to open an account for her daughter, and she was clearly told that no, if your daughter is not working, she cannot have an account. You can tell your husband to open an account, give you the ATM, put money in there for you to use. It is their law. So here you cannot just come and you start arguing with them. You can do not argue with them. Just respect their law. If you don't like it, you move to somewhere else.
A series of
That is one.
translate,
Now,
Mafi,
another one is when she went to buy the stuff that she
needs.
needed, you could see
I think you
clearly
guys
she
need to be
was
seeing my
talking, even
background.
while she was with the taxi driver. The taxi, she see how she was, she said no, 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 yes, yes, yes. I couldn't speak the Arabic words for that, but she's doing a good job. I commend her for that. So what I'm trying to say is this: we have to respect other people's culture and tradition. Wherever we find ourselves, if it's out of our own place, respect their culture and tradition. It is important for you to be able to enjoy your stay there. Now, when we travel, we are guests in someone else's home. By showing respect and appreciation for the culture, traditions, and laws of the place we visit, we can have a fulfilling and meaningful travel experience. So if you are willing and ready to have a fulfilling travel experience whenever you visit another country, you have to be ready to respect their customs, their laws, their culture, and their tradition for you to be able to enjoy the benefits of being there. Some of the services and things they provide there for visitors and citizens alike. So let's all look for ways to respect other people's cultures and tradition. It's important. Let's be like the Dinah Ekwemes. Let's be ambassadors of our own culture wherever we go to. Thank you, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you just heard. If you be able to understand a few things from what I just said, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Things Podcast. Thank you.